Well, YouTube, this William pulled some Master Bushmen out of the kiln. They tempered overnight, so they're ready to go into the other room over there and do the Rockwell testing on it, make sure that everything turned out okay on them. That's what's going to Great Northern Knives next, is some Master Bushmen. We'll work on those and get some of those out to them this week. So welcome to another 2-week vlog. I got my Sunday go to meeting church clothes on, our town clothes. I got to do errands today with Mom and do grocery shopping and things like that. So I always go with her to help her out. This groceries, it gets to be a little bit of a chore. So anyway, we got to do that today. But I thought maybe I'd get this vlog done and get you guys up to date of what's going on. Past 2 weeks, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, was able to spend time with friends and family and have a lot of good fellowship and eats and all that good stuff. So that's over with. That's on to Christmas. But anyway, before then, let's see if we can't get some work done. This week, I had 2 days, had contractors here doing electrical and plumbing rough for the new add-ons and getting everything situated so that I can move all this storage stuff into the storage areas and kind of spread out a little bit and get some work room. But anyway, so I was tied up with that for a little bit. I'm gonna move you over here and let's talk about what I was able to get done. So on the list for Great Northern Knives, I have shipped out over the last 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe 4 weeks. Let me raise you up here so I can not chopped off of my head. I have shipped out some field lures to them. I have shipped out some NKs and WCBKs. It's a belt knife. So they have blanks for that. I have shipped out about 11, there's 11 3V Blackbirds that's been shipped to them so that they can put handles on all this stuff. So basically what they've got over the past 3 or 4 weeks has been field lures, WC NKs, that's a William Collins neck knife. If you don't know what these models are, then do a quick search on YouTube and just say WC knives and the model name, and several videos should pop up at that point, okay? And some WC BKs, which is the belt knife, the Wisman's belt knife, okay? So got some of those, and I got 11 3V Blackbirds to them last week. I think it was last week. So they should be getting those any day now. And then right now I'm working on a dozen Master Bushmen, and I've already started the heat treat on some bush tools. So here's the bush tool that I started heat treating on. So I've started heat treating on bush tools. Now the Master Bushman, I think there's like 10 of them that's going to be in Nitro V, and 3 or 4 of them is going to be in AEBL. So I'm having to use what steel I have, because if you follow my channel, then you know that steel has been an issue. I've had to stop or pause the sales on the 3/16 knives, which is the WC SK and the WC FK. I have steel for everything that I have sold, folks. I keep saying this, but I keep getting questioned. Do you have my knife still? Yes. If I sold it, I have it. And I'm keeping a very close eye on it. And, you know, if once it gets down to close, then I'll pause the sales on it. And I'll keep you guys updated. Every 2 weeks, I'll give you an update of where we're at, what's going on. I'm about as transparent as you can get, a lot more transparent than the government. So anyway, all right, I'm hoping to get some steel. I'm being told by New Jersey Steel that it's on the boat. It's on the boat. It is coming. And somebody said, well, you get steel at so-and-so, but it's narrow stuff. It's stuff like this. What I'm talking about is plates. Because all of my designs are water jetted from plates. I have plates shipped in from New Jersey Steel to my fabrication company here locally, and they water jet my designs out of that plate, okay? So it's just not feasible for me to get stuff like this because you can't clamp it down, you can't water jet stuff like this, okay? And you only get, what, 2 blanks out of it? It's just not cost effective. I can't do that. So anyway, so that's where we're at on steel. He's saying maybe the end of the month, but he's thinking more like January still. That's for AEBL. He said Nitro V, they have no idea when Nitro V's coming in. He said maybe early summer. They don't know. So anyway, so fingers crossed, praying that we get some AEBL here in the next few days, because I am completely out of 5/30 seconds now and completely out of 3/16. Okay, so anyway, I have enough blanks on the wall to do quite a bit. Okay, so I've been keeping a close eye on steel since 2020, because if anybody remembers, we started having steel issues way back in COVID. So since then, I don't want to be caught by surprise again, so I keep a very close eye on materials and make sure that I have the materials before I place anything on the website for sale, or if I have pre-orders for anything. I'll make sure I got the steel for it, okay? All right, so rest assured, if you order a knife from me, you will get it, all right? Because I have the steel, I have the materials, all right? Okay. So anyway, that's where we're at on Great Northern Knives. One thing, let me reach in a drawer here. I spoke with Jeff Friday. We usually have a teleconference on Fridays to catch up on things and make sure we're on the same page. They do have the Woods and Game Junior, Junior. And we're looking at probably doing a release on this in February. We're wanting to get the holidays behind us. We want to get everybody settled back down and them settled back down, and just kind of make sure we're all in the same path, and let me get some things worked out and finished up. And so then we'll release this new Woods and Game Junior, the smaller version of the Woods and Game, okay? And so a lot of people are anticipating this, but that will give us time to get everything worked out, and so that you guys can get these before hunting season next year. All right. Okay. So that's the plan. So keep an eye on this YouTube channel, and also we'll make posts on social media as plans come closer or changes or whatever happens, okay? All right, so that's where you at on Great Northern Knives. Also, since they are starting to get all these knives, these blanks, keep an eye on their website. I keep saying this, folks, because, I mean, there's been some drops on there that's just mammoth tooth, WC knife, mammoth tooth. Yeah, well, that's over the top, ain't it? Moose antler, they just had one drop a few weeks ago, and it sold pretty quick. So right now, when I looked a few days ago, they had 2 of the full-size Woods and Game on that. They were in my Carta, but they had 2 of them ready to ship. So if you was looking for something like that, then keep an eye on this, because I don't know how many of these that's been shipped out, these 3V Blackbirds. I mean, rare as hen's tooth, folks. The field lures, and if they're not spoken for, then whatever is available, they'll put on the website. So keep an eye on that. Or if you heard of a model they're getting or is in the pipeline, then contact them and say, hey, put me on the list. And that way you can kind of pick and choose your handle material within reason, okay? So availability and you know, all of that other good stuff goes into that as well as far as handle material. But at least you can pick colors. You know, let's put it that way. All right. Okay. Let's talk about retail. Pull my retail list up here. All of January of 24 orders are out the door. That includes all orders, retail side, if you ordered it from my website. All retail orders through 32/26 has been shipped. Right now, as you can see the little asterisks here, I have on the board, and I'll show those to you here in a little bit. I have 32/27 through 32/35, which is February of 24 orders. They are heat treated and ready for me to do pre-grinds or finished grinds on. They're right there, okay? All right down here, all right? So they're ready for me to start, and I will start getting those shipped out here in the next couple of weeks. I've got to get some Nessies done, and we'll talk about Nessies here in just a moment. Let me set you back down here. Okay, for as WCSK serial numbers, if you're following with serial numbers, serial number through 927 has been shipped. 928, 929, 930, 931, 932, 933, and so on has been fabricated. They're just in the process of being finished up. So we'll get those out, and we're still on the 10-month track. It may be 10 and a half months. It may be 11 months, because as updated in the last update, Tom has taken another position somewhere else as a welder. That's what his training has been, as a welder. And so he's doing that. So I'm by myself again. So I'm having to do handles and everything. And so it's, you know, until I get a flow going and get a rhythm, then I'm dealing with shop management, grinds, and handles now. So I'm having to do all of it. So anyway, bear with me. We still keep things going, but it may take a couple of weeks longer than what I anticipated, but we'll get there. I mean, it's not the first time I've been alone, so you know, it's we made it before. We'll make it again. All right, just bear with me. You'll get your knife. So anyway, let's see. The Nessie. Let's talk about the Nessie right quick. There has been. I promised well, I didn't promise. I projected that the Nessies, the production models that was ordered prior to June the 1st, would be shipping in December the 1st. Well, I've got them ground. See, they're ground, and they're ready for handles for me to set the handles on this week. So the first dozen, there's 23 of them. So the first dozen, the first 12 has, and I've already started the handles on them. I got 3 handles set here. So anyway, and I'll tell you what those order numbers are here in a moment. But anyway, they're on the board. I've got them. I've also got some 01 SKs that are heat treated. They're ready for me to set the handles on. So I've got to get those handles set this week. There is one warranty issue on the 01, and I have not forgot you. I got your blade is heat treated, ready for the handles to be set, and I can finish that up this week as well. So, and this coming week. All right, and we're talking about warranty, folks. People ask me about warranty. There is a lifetime warranty. I have a letter that goes with every knife. It is a lifetime warranty. If you mess it up, I will repair it. I might fuss at you, but I will repair it or replace it. So, you know, and I keep preaching on this batoning. This knife that's a warranty issue has been, I forget the date, like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. He's had this knife, and suddenly it just broke. He has no idea why it broke. It's because that he was beating on it. I mean, you continually beat on a knife and it will fail. It creates a crack. At some point, it creates a crack. Whether it was cold and you did it, the steel was frozen, or if you accidentally had the blade tilted to one side, mistakes happen. But to be safe with any knife, baton, small, but don't club, a baton it into straight grain, kindling, 2.5-inch kindling size wood. Get you to the same product, so get you to the dry area, and you don't kill your knife, okay? Let's get back to some reason here, all right? Okay. When I have to fulfill a warranty issue, it just puts everybody else off, okay? It puts a cog in the wheel. But I'll do it. All right, okay. But I hope people get the message that what you see on YouTube is like what you see on TV. It's fake. It's fantasy, okay? Go back to what your grandpa taught you. All right, okay. All right, let's talk about Nessies. Get off my soapbox. I mean, I preached this and I preached this and I preached this. But they'd rather use some expert on TV that don't know anything about knives. All right, okay. Basically, I have got through 3301 of the Nessies, the production Nessies, through order 3301. That's on the board over there. And I am in the process of heat treating the rest of them that was ordered prior to June the 1st, which is 3314. Those are on the board here. Where that? Right here. Right here on the board here. And they're ready for me to heat treat and get those ready. I'm hoping to get all 23 of them out prior to Christmas. Okay, that's my goal. All right, so I got to do everything. I got to heat treat them, grind them, put handles on them, shape them, do all that. So bear with me, but that's the goal. All right, providing nothing dramatic or drastic happens. All right, so okay. Let's see what. The WCPK went live yesterday. There's only a limited number. I only have 56 of them water jetted. That's all the steel I have. I'm out of 5/32 steel. This is all I have, so I've only listed 50 in the initial listing. Over half of them are gone. So if you want one, might ought to pull that trigger pretty quick, okay? All the information is on the listing. So anything you need to know about this knife is on the listing, or if you want to click on the video, all that's on there. This knife, along with the WCFK, is supposed to be coming out in a magazine, Tactical Knives magazine, which I don't know if the paper copies are still available. I think they're trying to bring the paper back, but it's definitely on digital, and there's a link in the description of the release video of where that Tactical Knives website is. It was supposed to be out this week. I don't know if it made it or not. But anyway, it's supposed to be coming out really soon. So that's going to be kind of a unique deal with the FK and the PK being in a magazine. It was a write-up in an article by Michael Travis, who is Blue Mountain Bushcraft, who does a lot of tactical training with individuals, and he works with SWAT and a bunch of other law enforcements, and he's very knowledgeable in the field. So he's been in SWAT for a while. And anyway, he was instrumental in the design of this WCPK. He was a sounding board. So anyway, he contacted me, and a real short story. He contacted me because he has one of the first runs of the FKs, and he just beat the fire out of it. And he showed me a picture of it. He said, I need one that's clean so I can put it in a magazine, because they contacted him wanting him to do an article, and he told them which knife they want to do, and they said, oh, yes, we want that knife. So anyway, so he contacted me and said, hey, man, do you have one that I could just borrow to take pictures of? So I sent him an FK to take pictures, and I told him about the PK. I told him that it was about to be released, and he said, yeah, send me one of those too. So I sent him the first one that I used for the video. And so anyway, hopefully that article comes out. I'm kind of interested to see what he says, because what he's told me over the phone is pretty good stuff. So anyway, looking forward to that. So anyway, that'd be a unique thing for this knife. There's been articles written on the SK, a lot of articles written on several knives in magazines, survival magazines and knife magazines and all this other stuff. But this is the first one on the PK and the FK, those knives. So it's kind of unique, kind of different. So thanks, Mike. Appreciate everything you do, buddy. But anyway, they're going fast. So the listing is going to run till January the 3rd, or until all 50 are sold. And like I say, already over half of them has been sold already. I haven't done a count this morning, but last count I had, 26 of them had sold. So we're over half now as far as what's been sold. So if you want one, go to the website, wcknives.com, look under Shop Knives webpage, and you'll see them there in the listing. Read the complete listing, because there's an option to do a 50% deposit and all that other stuff, because it is a 6 to 7 month wait on those. So anyway, let's see what else. I think that's about it. I think you're up to date. Got my Indiana Jones look today. What y'all think? Did I pass for Indiana Jones? The oversized version. Love each and every one of you. You guys take care, and thank you for everything you do for WC Knives, and you guys are just fantabulous. Couldn't do this without you. Until the next one, get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure to take a child with you, get the opportunity. Don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again very soon. Bye. About 2 weeks.